Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and today it is time to introduce another hero of Overwatch. The goal for this series is to quickly introduce the different heroes of Overwatch, so that you will get an advantage when you will get to play the game, likely later this year. Last week we had a look at Lucio, a frontline support hero, but this week we're gonna have a look at Hanzo, one of the damage dealers in the game.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
If you have suggestions for the next hero that I should cover of Overwatch, let me know down below the like button in the comment section, and I will definitely have a look. Hanzo is one of the offensive characters in the game. He is one of the heroes that can easily top the damage meters, and if a skilled Hanzo player is controlling him, he has the ability to carry the game more so than any of the other heroes. This sword, however, obviously cuts both ways, because if your Hanzo player isn't that great, you're not going to have a great assassin. So let's have a look why that is. Hanzo's abilities are pretty amazing. His left mouse button is called Storm Bow. This bow is like bows in other games as well, where holding down the left mouse button draws an arrow, and the longer you hold down the button, the more range and the more accurate the shot will be. Hanzo's shift and left click ability is called Sonic Arrow. This is a support type skill that shoots a sonar tracking device. Any enemies within its detection are visible in the game, behind walls and objects, and this is also visible for your team. The Sonic Arrow allows Hanzo and teammates to see through walls. This ability is going to be extremely useful if played correctly, and is going to be huge in team play and will definitely differentiate good Hanzo players from great Hanzo players. Hanzo's E ability is called Scattered Arrow, and it's great when you're up against multiple enemies in alleyways and whatnot.
Strike at the heart.
Hanzo shoots a group of arrows that bounces off walls and objects, and it can also strike multiple enemies at once, or single target enemies multiple times. The arrows that are being shot with this ability are definitely not random, and you can learn the different subtle angles and the fine details of shooting the scatter arrow. This is one of those abilities that will take hundreds and hundreds of games to master. Hanzo's ultimate ability, and likely the reason why you want to be playing Hanzo in the first place, is the Spirit Dragon. I mean, come on, that looks amazing. Hanzo summons a dragon that travels in a straight line forward. It passes through walls and deals massive amounts of damage to enemies in this way. This is one of these abilities that forces enemies out of position or to almost always take lethal damage. Like Lucio, Hanzo also has a special ability on his spacebar. Instead of being able to run over walls sideways, Hanzo can climb up on pretty much any kind of vertical surface and can get to high grounds very easily. The basic ability of Hanzo on his left mouse button does a lot of damage, but is obviously not as easy to land as, let's say, Winston's left mouse button. You have to aim and release very carefully, as your rate of fire will be very slow. On top of that, when drawing an arrow, you will walk slower as Hanzo. The damage of each individual shot is 125 hit points, and since most of the heroes have a health pool of between 200 and 250, one headshot will pretty much kill every single hero in the game, except for tanks. In most situations, however, you will not have time to shoot any more than 2 or 3 arrows, so landing the actual shot is going to be key. His rate of fire is very low, but his potential damage output is higher than any of the other heroes in the game. Landing and aiming for headshots will be very important. Hanzo is going to be great if you enjoy high skill and high potential reward gameplay. You need to be able to think tactically and use your mobility to its maximum potential. Personally, I really like this kind of playstyle. The high reward potential is exactly what I enjoy, and usually whenever I get the chance to play any games, I will pick the bow and arrow type character right from the beginning. As far as team compositions go, Hanzo is really going to be one of those picks that you can never really go wrong with. As long as you have a support and you got a tank, pretty much any kind of damage dealer is going to be great, and if you have a skilled Hanzo player, he can easily carry the game and deal the most damage. Knowing the maps, however, is going to be very important as Hanzo, because if you don't, you're going to have a very hard time dealing the damage that you need to. I think at first, when you start playing Hanzo, it will be very frustrating. However, after getting used to him, which can take hundreds of games, you will definitely be able to deal tons and tons of damage. Hanzo's story is quite a unique one as well. Hanzo is part of the Shimada family, a clan of assassins whose power grew over the course of centuries. They have a criminal empire that trades in arms and illegal substances. Hanzo is the eldest son of the family, and he was meant to take over his father's role. From a young age, he excelled in martial arts and displayed natural leadership. However, when Hanzo's father died, the clan wanted him to take over. To do so, they told him to straighten out his younger brother. His brother didn't want to hear any of it, and Hanzo was forced to kill him. When Hanzo realized what he had done, he decided to reject to lead the clan and abandon them instead. Now Hanzo travels the world to restore his honor and to try and forget about what happened. I hope this gave you all the necessary information about Hanzo. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and also if you have any suggestions, let me know down below. If you want to see more Overwatch content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will be the very first one to get a notification when I upload another. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day, do not forget to smile, and I will see you in the next one.
Victory!